Welcome back to Larges Lane for the second half of our 90 minutes live coverage here on East Arts Radio at 90 minutes. Bracknell against Ware in the Isthmian League South Division 1 Central. And what a half we've already witnessed. Half-time score here, Bracknell 1, Ware 4. So the home side with it all to do. And Ware, who just can't stop scoring. They scored 5 in the second half this time. Last week against Chipstead, of course, have scored 4 in the first half here against Bracknell. Liam Hope, Lewis Rose, Harry Watkins and Joshua Williams, who is a man who can't stop scoring. 7 in 2.5 games for him. As we'll wait to get things underway here. And it's Bracknell who restart, kicking from left to right. Perfect commentary position, right on the halfway line. And the low stand here. It's only got 3 rows back on a bitingly cold afternoon. That's certainly the long drive around the M25 for the Ware fans, who are behind the goal away to our left. For us as well, and the biting cold pales into insignificance at the moment. With a scoreline that sees Ware leading by 4 goals to 1. Take you through the team lineup in a moment, but it's Bracknell who are coming forward with Herbert. Finds Bauman on that far side. He's looked lively, but couldn't be lively enough on that occasion to keep the ball in. So the Ware lineup showed one change from that Chipstead lineup. No Dave Kendall. Dan Rumans comes back into the starting lineup. Callum Kitchker in goal. Back 4 from right to left, Maxon Fraser, Lewis Rose, Dan Rumans and Bat Adamson. Then the 3-man trio in midfield, Tom Bruno, Lee Rose, Harry Watkins playing just in front of them, Josh Williams on the right, Alain Ujdi on the left and Liam Hope between the middle. Well, that's Ware's lineup. It's Bracknell they changed to almost a 4-2-4 once the third goal went in. Which means they've got plenty of attacking out there, but they're bound to leave a few holes at the back as this one progresses. Long ball on this near side, skims off the top of Pat Adamson's head and goes out for a throw-in to the Robins. Home side here. Got a 4G pitch, very much like Ware's. It looks like a bit more wear on it than Watson Park. A couple of dead patches we noticed in the first half. But Bracknell again in possession. Ball goes inside the Ware box, headed out by Lewis Rose and claims for handball. I think that might have been against Kai Walters, the substitute. Where's number 14? So Dan Rumans will leave his free kick to Callum Kitchker, who's becoming brighter and brighter as it gets gloomier and gloomier here in Berkshire in the bright yellow goalkeeping kit. Kitchker taking his time, and it's all Ware's time, of course. They lead here by 4 goals to 1. Good header on by Lee Rose into the area. Josh Williams turns. Shot comes in from Liam Hope. Big shout for handball. Referee wasn't interested, and meanwhile defending to be done at the other end as Lewis Rose puts the ball back to his goalkeeper. But I think it might have been a little bit harsh on the central defender. Had they given a penalty for that, but certainly worth a shout. Ware have got it back inside their own penalty area. As far as the scores go elsewhere, Welling Garden City had a big game at Aylesbury United, 0-0 at half-time, but story is that Citizens could well have been in front in that one. Aylesbury started 3rd in the table in good form, and Welling Garden, of course, in 5th in one of the playoff places. Another game involving another one of our local clubs, not so good at half-time. Hadley 2, St Margaret's 0 in the Essex Senior League. Meanwhile, Bracknell trying to get out their own area here and making a bit of a meal of it. But finally, it's the goalkeeper, Rackley, who thumps it into the Ware half. Dan Rumans goes up, wins their header. Walters loses out to Tom Bruno, but it will come down on this near side of the field. It's Walters in a right-hand side position. Rumans is the defender for Ware. Walters gets it across, comes off the heel of Pat Adamson. The shot's going to come in. Good save by Callum Kitchker. Diving away to his left-hand side to Rob Shaw McCormack. And the ball will go out for a Bracknell corner on this near side. In fact, it was a throw-in. But McCormack managed to get the ball across again to the far post, headed out by Lewis Rose, and clearance completed by his brother Lee. As the ball's overrun, Tom Bruno picks it up inside the Ware half, looks to send Liam Hope through. but it was Genovese, the left back, who managed to get himself in possession, but in the end Bracknell lose out, and Ware have got it. Max and Fraser on that far side on the halfway line for Ware will take the throw in for Hall's side. Down the line looking for Lee Rose, who had Genovese all over him, but the referee decided not to give a free kick, so the throw taken once again, and Fraser looked to have a little bit of a shove in his back, manages to recover, puts the ball out. Bracknell will have a throw in on that far side of the field. They started in 8th this morning, we're in 2nd of course, and bearing down on Amwell Town, who have a little bit of a wobble. But very, very tight at the top of Division 1 South Central. Bracknell, of course, would perhaps have hoped they were out of it, because last year they got to the playoff final, beaten by Cheshunt, and plenty of goals in games between these two teams last year. Ware won 7-2 at Watson Park, and then ended up losing here by 3-2, having been 2-0 up. Well, there's been 5 already this afternoon as Alouji picks the ball up left-hand side. Trying to go for a run against Gervais. Puts it down for Pat Adamson, who's bearing down left-hand side of the box. In good position all the way across the box. Liam Hope couldn't connect, and it didn't go as far as Lee Rose on the far post. Otherwise, Ware would have had a 5th. As Herbert puts the ball out on the far side, looking for Bauman, but can't keep it in. Nips off the top of his head and goes away for a throw-in to Ware. Maxim Fraser, who's on loan from Royston Town, former Stevenage youth player, will take the throw in. Down the line, looking for Lee Rose, who beaten to it in the air, but still managed to get to it. Bauman hooks it forward. And there's opportunities here for Bracknell on this right-hand side, with Matt Berry-Hargreaves putting it forward for Waters, but his control is poor, and Tom Bruno can grab the ball and thump it forward. Liam Hope's the only man forward for Ware, so it bounces again on this near side, but Pat Adamson will get it back for Ware, and in the end they will get themselves a throw in midway inside their own half. Ware kicking from right to left in this very neat little ground that's enclosed by a wooden fence all the way around it, but not too much room for expansion. It's already widely known that if Bracknell do advance up the football pyramid, then they're going to have to find a new home to advance into. As ball's picked up midway inside their half by the number 5, Dan Bayliss, who was shoved over by Alouji, and Bayliss fell there, back of his calf muscle. It's going to be a free kick to the home side. Bayliss is still down at the moment, but does manage to get himself back up. Kick taken on this near side, and in the end it's going to run over the top of McCormack and go out fairly tamely for a goal kick. So Ware, of course, have got strange prospect of a week off to come. Haven't had many of those. No Tuesday night action. Well, they take on Ashford Town, Middlesex at Watson Park this time next week, and then the week after, a really big game away at Tooting and Mitcham. We'll be there with 90 minutes live, and do fancy making the journey. It's free to get in, so we understand. So could be a big crowd there. Long ball forward, nicely headed on by Liam Hope for Harry Watkins. Watkins back to the halfway line for Pat Adamson. Adamson for Alouji, for Lee Rose. Watkins again for Alouji. Watkins has got it but overruns it. And then the end Bauman can clear, but Tom Bruno does a good job of robbing the ball away from Waters, just as Bracknell thought they might be breaking towards the other end. 8 minutes into the second half here at Largest Lane. On 90 minutes live, we're leading 4-1 as McCormack goes outside of Tom Bruno, coming menacingly down the right, but in the end his ball forward is never going to find Waters, and Adamson was in the way, but Bracknell have got the ball back on the edge of the area, and it's the right back who fires the shot in, Matt Berry-Hargreaves, and well, there wasn't much on. Round of applause from the home crowd. I think Callum Kitcher had it pretty well covered, had it dipped under the crossbar, but still was an effort on goal for a home team. Conceded 4 this time last week, of course, when they went down 4-3 at Barking after a decent run. They'd won their 3 games before that. Went through in the Harrier Senior Cup in midweek against Chalfont St Peter on penalties. At the moment, a trail here 4-1. Usti battling for the ball. Tom Bruno will just stab it forward, but in the end Bracknell will get it back. Bauman's robbed by Bruno. Bruno's got Josh Williams going down the right hand side, can't find him, and the ball all the way through back to Chris Rackley in the Bracknell goal. Long kick forwards as Fraser, well, he appeared for a foul, gotta say. Bit of an interesting decision, that one by our referee Alex Blake, but from a Ware perspective we'll take it. So, still at the moment, it's Ware comfortably in front here. 10 minutes have elapsed in their second half. And Ware lead here by 4-1. 4 first half goals. Last of them was the last kick of the first half by Josh Williams. Here comes a free kick from Tom Bruno. Goalkeeper goes up, collects it. There was a flag up anyway. And the goalkeeper wanted to bowl the ball out, but the referee has stopped it and wants them to come back for a free kick. I think, to be fair, it's a free kick, so it's going to be Chris Rackley who's going to take it. Former Basingstoke and Thatcham Town goalkeeper. Came in, made his debut on Tuesday night. It's got to be said he made a real howler for Lewis Rose's goal for Ware when he dropped a corner. There's not much opportunity with the others that have gone past him. Ball forward now, finds Waters. Once again, his control gets him into trouble, and Adamson back for Ware. Ball back on the halfway line. Played over to the left-hand side. Long ball forward, looking for Bauman, who's gone down that left-hand side. He's there with Maxen Fraser. Bauman against Fraser. Decides to put the ball back to Genovese, the left full-back, but again his ball into the area is a poor one, and Tom Bruno can clear quite easily to the head of Liam Hope. Back inside the Bracknell half. Davis finds McCormack. This side for Berry Hargreaves. Inside for Bailey. Goes back once again as Bauman picks it up inside the centre circle. He's robbed by Fraser rather, who followed him all the way across, and Maxon Fraser, the first view of him in a Ware shirt, he's been pretty solid in that right back position. As Josh Williams will have it on that far side and go for a run down the right flank. Williams, 2 defenders there, balls it back for Harry Watkins, whose ball into the area is thumped away by Dan Bayliss. On the halfway line, Lewis Rose is wrestling with Minas, and in the end it's Bracknell who will get the free kick. Nathan Minas, who Bracknell's top scorer, but complaining to the referee. We've got 2 balls on the pitch at the moment. Bauman's got one on the far side, and Berry Hargreaves has got one on the near side. The referee decided, well, I don't think the referee's decided which one he wants to use at the moment. All got a little bit confusing, but finally I think the referee is going to give Bracknell a free kick. Locals getting a little bit fractious because the referee is taking his time to decide exactly what's going on here. And in the end, it's going to be a free kick, which is going to be taken by Carl Davis. Davis is ball to the left-hand side, looks for Bauman. Bauman chips it into the area, but it's headed out fairly easily by Lewis Rose. Bauman gets it back, far side, goes round 1, goes round 2. Left-hand edge of the area, good tackle by Fraser. Gives away the corner, had to get it right. One mistake, and that certainly would have been a penalty. But Maxon Fraser got the boot in. Bracknell get a corner. Far side of the field, swings in towards the far post, bounces down, and in the end it goes out for another corner. I think it came up Pat Adamson at the end. It was Kai Waters who was on the end of it. Kishka It's pushed out of the way as Bracknell want to get the ball back. Another corner to be taken on this near side. Max Herbert will take it for Bracknell. Again, they're going for that back post. Would have got an overload. Herbert's going to pick it up again as it comes back to him on this near side. Herbert tries the shot, but puts it over the top with the left boot. So another chance goes for Bracknell. And certainly they've had possession, but nothing particularly clear-cut at the beginning of the second half. We're almost up to the hour mark here on 90 Minutes Live with East Arts Radio, following Ware on the road. This time next week we'll be at Welwyn Garden City, big match there. They take on Bedford Town, and Southern League Division 1 Central will be on the road again the week after when we'll be going to Tooting and Mitcham. And following Ware, Callum Kishka restarts. Goal away to our right. Lee Rose, good flick header. Usually manages to cause some problems, but in the end gives away a free kick on this near side of the field. Going to be another substitution made. They're going to make it now. Looks like they are. There's substitution about to be made on that far side. It's going to be McCormack that goes off, and it's going to be Dan Carr who will come on if the board which is over there is to be believed. But so looks like it's very much a right winger for a right winger. McCormack, who got the nod, not having played. He was on the subs bench against Barking this time last week. Carl was in the starting lineup, and they've made the swap back. So Carl will play wide on the right-hand side as the ball will land with Callum Kitchka on the edge of his 6-yard box. Not really too much change here. It's got to be said, Bracknell are lining up with a 4-2-4 here, and they really need to go for it. They trail here 4-1 at Larges Lane. Up goes Liam Hope, decent head of that, but nobody can get on the end of it. Here's Herbert coming in the opposite direction. Finds Bauman on that far side. Pulls the ball back for Bayliss. Bayliss' ball looked to give Carr his first touch on this side, but Rumans has got it under control for Ware. Lee Rose finds Harry Watkins. Watkins gives it away to Bauman though. He's a little isolated on that left-hand side. He gets support from Herbert at number 10. Minas and Herbert exchange passes. Walters fires in the shot, but it's well blocked in the end. Carr gets his first touch on this near side. Shot comes in, well saved by Callum Kitchka, blocks it at his near post and gets the rebound again. But wasn't too much in it. It's perhaps a little more dangerous than it was for the Ware goalkeeper. Kitchka's going to take his time from the goal all the way to our right. Long kick downfield, looking for Liam Hope. It's Davis who gets his head there first. Helped on that far side, but Fraser gets there ahead of Bauman. Tom Bruno tries to send Josh Williams going down the right-hand side. Headed out by Bayliss. Cleared away by Genovese, the left fullback, and then stabbed forward towards the halfway line, more in hope than anything else, but until Ware have given the ball away. And Minas turns well. I've got a player down, Walters, but Bauman's coming forward on that left-hand side for them. Bauman fires the ball across. It's bouncing about in the area, and in the end it could have gone anywhere. And bounces behind and away for a goal kick. Callum Kitchka, well, it certainly could have gone anywhere. Talking of substitutes, a couple of Ware substitutes warming up on that far side of the field. The Ware subs, Carden Campbell, Ahmed Abdullah, Gareth Madden, Kyle Roberts and William Stanqua. So I think it's Ahmed Abdullah who's doing perhaps the greater of the exercising. So see if Paul Halsey fancies a change here. Long ball forward off the head of Liam Hope towards the edge of the area, but punted forward. Pat Adamson gets up with Dan Carr. Minas plays it to this right-hand side for his strike partner Walters. Walters infield for Herbert. Bauman's got space on that far side. Bauman gets the ball across the box, bounces off of Lewis Rose. It's on the edge of the area, and Alarouchi does a very good job of shielding it away from Minas and letting Pat Adamson clear as far as Liam Hope. Hope can't collect it though. Plenty of possession for the home side here, but they've given it away again, and Tom Bruno sweeps it into the Bracknell half. Far side of the field. It's the big centre-back Bayliss. Bayliss' long ball forward again down that left-hand side, but Lewis Rose will go in there. It was the left full-back Genovese who was there, and in the end the ball goes behind for a goal kick. But Lewis Rose just a little bit casual there. Good ball, Ware in trouble. Genovese was making headway down that left-hand side. Coming up to 20 minutes of the second half gone here at Larges Lane. If you just joined us, welcome along. You'll have a smile on your face when I tell you it's Bracknell 1 at Ware 4. All goals coming in the first half. First three in the opening 23 minutes from Liam Hope, Lewis Rose and Harry Watkins. And Josh Williams scoring his 10th of the season in added time at the end of the first half. Bracknell with Max Herbert chips it forward only as far as Lewis Rose for his brother Lee. Lee Rose's ball and Liam Hope was offside, and in the end flag went up on that far side, and our referee Alex Blake lets Bracknell restart with the goal kick with the goalkeeper Chris Rackley. Rackley finds Bayliss for Bauman. He's looked lively, but pushes the ball forward. He's given it away there to Lee Rose. Rose for Fraser on that far side. Fraser down the line, gets a deflection. It's going to be a Ware throw. Throw in taken on the far side by Max and Fraser. In the end it bounced off the back of the sand, missed the spectators, and Bracknell restart with a throw in. Herbert's ball far side, searches out Bauman. Fraser had lost his footing for a minute but managed to recover. Herbert again, forward ball on the edge of the area is Waters, and his ball through is going absolutely nowhere. Minas thought he was blocked off by Dan Rumans, but there wasn't much in it, and the referee didn't give a free kick. It's going to be a substitution on the far side. I think Ware are going to make a change. Can't quite read the board from here, but could well be Harry Watkins off and Ahmed Abdullah on, I've got the feeling. As on that far side, Josh Williams will get to the ball first, but he loses out to Bauman. Bauman will bring in Dan Carr. Carr's ball for Herbert. Herbert again was neat and precise in possession. Finds Bauman on the far side. Carr's gone for a run down that left-hand side. Carr puts the ball across the area straight into the chest of Callum Kishka, and no problems at all for Ware. He's indeed going to be Ahmed Abdullah, I think, who is about to come on. So I've got a feeling it will be Harry Watkins who will be the player that's going to go off. Meanwhile, Maxim Fraser has gone down inside the Ware box. And I think that will be an appropriate time, you would guess, to make a substitution. Is indeed going to be that substitution. Ahmed Abdullah comes on. Harry Watkins scored a goal, and certainly had a very good first half. Is the man that will go off. So slightly more defensive look about Ware's midfield with Ahmed Abdullah coming on. I've got a feeling he may sit alongside Tom Bruno, and Lee Rose might be the one who's pushed a little bit further forward, but Harry Watkins making his time to go off, but he's not wasting any time because Maxim Fraser is still down inside the Ware box, receiving a little bit of treatment. So the substitution is made, and in fact there's going to be another change now as well by the look of it, because ball's going up again. And so let's see what this one is. Looks like Gareth Madden's coming on. I think he's going to go on from Maxim Fraser. So it is indeed going to be Gareth Madden that will come on for Maxim Fraser. She's certainly hope that Maxim hasn't picked up too much injury. He's looked pretty solid. His first away game in a Ware shirt. But Gareth Madden, immensely experienced defender, who can play right side defence or in central defence. So he's come on. And Paul Halsey forced to make one substitution, and the other one a tactical one with Ahmed Abdullah coming into midfield. So we're going to restart. Callum Kishka from the goal away to our right hand side. Long kick forward over the head of Genovese, over the head of Josh Williams, and goes out for a throw in to Bracknell. Long, a high ball forward on to the head of Carr. Rumans gets there ahead of Minas, and Lewis Rose, well, thought he got the ball and deflected off of Walters, but in the end it's given as a Bracknell throw-in on that far side of the field. Seb Bauman will be the man to take it. Finds Herbert. Herbert going backwards to Genovese, the right back. Good turn in central midfield though, and still coming forward on the left-hand side of the box. Here's Herbert, manages to get the ball across, and oh dear, it was Walters who stabbed it forward. We're in trouble there. And Walters has put it wide when almost it would have been easier to score. Well, that's their best chance of this second period, without a shadow of a doubt. Because Ware were carved open on the left-hand side, and Walters with the side footer, well, should have hit the back of the net, but not been a good day for the locals. 27 minutes, second half gone here. Bracknell 1, Ware 4. So Ware's taking their season tally to 86 in all competitions with the 4 goals here this afternoon. But Bracknell still threatening is Dan Carr, but good defending by Rumans. And Tom Bruno gets it clear for Joshua Williams on the halfway line. Williams does well to avoid 2 players, can't avoid the third. Genovese brings it forward. Left-hand side to Bowerman. Bauman coming down that left side, now cuts inside on the edge of the area, still going, but at the end he just took it on too far, and Ahmed Abdullah will break away for Ware. It's got Liam Ope on this near side, but flag goes up. The signal Liam had straight offside. So more time off the clock as far as Ware are concerned. 17 minutes left here at Larges Lane as the ball threaded into the Ware area, but Kishka comes out and collects it fairly comfortably on the slide from the edge of his 6-yard box. Goalkeeper dusts himself down and prepares to restart again as someone goes past me with 2 pints of lager. Could do with 2 pints of Bovril at the moment, the way that this temperature's dropping. But not a day for ice in your drink. As across the halfway line comes Max Herbert. Herbert's ball on this near side pricks out Minas. He's got Carr outside him. Here's Dan Carr. Dan Carr with Pat Adamson in front of him. Carr moves it onto the left foot and then it bounces off Adamson. And it goes out for a throw-in to Bracknell. They've had all the possession in this second half, but you'd expect that. And they've got a 4-1 deficit to try and close. And here's Minas with the shots over the top. Turned on the edge of the area. Looked to be falling as he hit it. And rather predictably, it went over the top of the crossbar. He's gone down as Bracknell's top scorer. And seems to be in a little bit of discomfort as well. He's going to need some treatment on the edge of that area as time begins to run out for the home side. And as far as Paul Halsey and Ware are concerned, well, could well have been a real season changer, that half-time talk against Chipstead this time last week, where when they 1-1 they came out 6-1 winners and got praise from their manager for their second half performance, and they certainly took that into the first half here. 4 goals, 3 of them inside the opening 23 minutes, and we're leading here by 4-1. Nathan Minas is struggling. It seems to be limping away there on the edge of the area. Can't see if they are warming up a substitute. Doesn't look like it at the moment, but see how this one develops. Haven't really got too much attacking threat on the bench left of Bracknell. A couple of defenders and a midfield player. So Minas gingerly making his way off on that far side. So Alan Kishka will restart with a goal kick, goal away to our right-hand side. Kick will land inside Bracknell territory. Lee Rose does well to get up, and Liam Hope, well, he hit it where he thought Joshua Williams might be. Josh had come in field, and so in the end the ball was given away. Tom Bruno chips it forward. Liam Hope's not offside here, is he? Yes, he is, as the flag goes up. And Bracknell have themselves another free kick. Chipped out on this near side of the field, down the line, looking for a car. Alarouji gets something on it, but Carr will get in possession on the far side, tries to send Bauman through, but he'd need something motor power to get on the end of that, and Bracknell's still down to 10 men, but Minas is going to gingerly come back onto the field here. Doesn't look particularly happy in his movement as Bracknell's top scorer. 14 minutes left here on 90 Minutes Live, following East Arts football, as we do every Saturday. Last week, of course, we were watching Arthur put 6 past Northwood. Well, this week we've run 2 short, but still, it's been an excellent performance by Ware, who lead here by 4 goals to 1. Throw in on that far side of the field. It's going to be Gareth Madden who will take it. Where's the captain's armband? Of course, because he is the club captain, although he's not always a regular in the starting 11. Lee Rose heads the ball back towards the halfway line. Abdullah's beaten to it, but then it's thumped forward by Madden on to the head of Davis, and will go out on that far side, right in front of Wolsey and Michael Bardle for a throw in to Ware. Gareth Madden will take the throw in. Takes it down the line onto the head on that far side of Liam Hope. Lee Rose puts it onto this near side where Pat Adamson will pick it up just outside the 18-yard box. Adamson inside for Ahmed Abdullah. Abdullah's crossed it, a good one. Oh, Lee Rose was almost in, and Tom Bruno's shot in the end is the highest. In fact, Tom Bruno's shot goes straight over the fencing and lands on the roof of one of the houses which faces us here. If somebody was having a little bit of a Saturday afternoon nap, they certainly would have been woken up with that one landed on the roof. As Lee Rose loses out to Herbert. I've got to say he's worked hard as Max Herbert in that midfield for Bracknell. In their second half, the board's flashing again on the far side, which seems to suggest we might be in for another substitution. Where's Liam Hope? Finds Alarouji, Ahmed Abdullah on this near side for Pat Adamson. Adamson's board, trying to send Allah going down the left-hand side, but too much weight on it. Kyle Roberts is about to come on for Ware. Got a feeling it will be Liam Hope that will go off. So 12, just over 12 minutes remaining. As challenge from Gareth Madden on the halfway line is adjudged to have been an unfair one. Here's Herbert for Bracknell. Chips it on this near side with Dan Carr. Carr hasn't really got into the game, but he's got a chance now. Nips it past Lee Rose, but his brother Lewis can clear high forward towards Liam Hope. Hope is there with Davis. Liam Hope has robbed Davis. Liam finds Ahmed Abdullah on this left-hand side. Ahmed gets it onto the right foot, pulls it across the box, but it's behind Lee Rose who's made the run into the box. And once again, it's Herbert who'll get it clear for Bracknell. Good challenge by Gareth Madden on the halfway line, but the ball has found its way to Bauman on that far side. Cuts inside. Is the big central defender Bayliss coming up from the back. He's lost the ball. That's going to leave Bracknell short of the back. Alarouji on this near side sends Ahmed Abdullah going down the left-hand side. Lee Rose and Liam Hope in the box, but Abdullah's lost the ball. And in the end, Herbert will bring it away for Bracknell on to the halfway line for Minas. Minas on this near side, looking for Walters. Walters is there with Dan Rumans as the defender. Walters puts it back for Dan Carr. Carr, square ball for Herbert. Herbert looking to get it on the left peg, but good save by Callum Kitchker. Watched it all the way one for the cameras from Callum, that really. He didn't have too much power on it, but did well to get behind it. 10 minutes left here at Larges Lane in the freezing temperature. But it's going to be a very pleasurable journey home at the moment, no matter what the M25 has in store for us, because we're lead here by 4-1. Big test this was, because Bracknell, of course, were promotion favourites at the beginning of this season. Westfield have been the only team to win here so far this season in the league. As Adamson goes up with Carr wins the header, but it's going to go out, or is it? As Callum Gejka thought that was going to go for a corner, and Pat Adamson actually was thinking it was going to be a goal kick, and in the end it disappeared out of the ground. But substitution is going to be made. Liam Hope, seeing the Ware fans, and he's going to go off, and Kyle Roberts will come on as Paul Halsey's third substitution of the afternoon. So Liam goes off, having scored goal number 21 of the season, which got things underway after only 5 minutes. And Kyle Roberts, who's got one Ware goal to his name, but 14 for St Margaret's-Bury this season, will come on to take his place for the final 8 or 9 minutes of this one. Callum Kishka will restart with the goal kick from the goal away to our right-hand side. Substitutions also been made, by the look of it, by Bracknell. That's, when he turns around, we'll tell you who's come on. It's actually Minas that's gone off. The top scorer who took that knock, as Lee Rose heads the ball forward. Kyle Roberts looking for Joshua Williams, and actually it's the 18 Bradley Farron who's come on for Bracknell, with Kyle Roberts plays the ball right hand side for Joshua Williams. Williams got a couple of defenders in front of him. He nips the ball off one of them, who is Bauman, and the ball will go out for a throw-in to Ware. Gareth Madden will take his time collecting the ball. Ware keeping plenty of players back. But Madden's going to take the long throw on that far side of the field. Got 7 minutes remaining here as Madden's cross onto the head of Lee Rose. Here's Kyle Roberts! Oh, it's gone in! Super goal. Kyle Roberts' second goal in a Ware shirt. Lee Rose's header from Gareth Madden's long throw. And that just about puts the icing on a considerable cake here in Berkshire. It's Bracknell 1, Ware 5. Goalkeeper caught out again. And well, Kyle Roberts had only been on the field for a couple of minutes, and he's added to his tally this season and his Ware account, and he surely has put this one absolutely beyond the home side. If it wasn't already, it certainly is now. So it was a good set piece. Madden's throw. And there was Lee Rose, who does so well to nip those balls in the air. And Kyle Roberts looping it over the top of the goalkeeper. And Ware lead here by 5-1. Well, who would have thought it? This has been quite some scoring streak as far as Ware are concerned. They scored 6 against St Margaret's-Bury in the Hearts Charity Shield. Well, they scored 6 against Chipstead this time last week in the Isthmian League, and they've scored 5 here this afternoon against Bracknell Town. 17 goals in 3 games, and they're certainly, he's going to send a little bit of a signal out to those teams at the top end of the table. Paul Halsey's team mean business. Callum Kishka is going to restart. Goal kick away to our right hand side. Who knows, they might get another one. Well, if they do, I can't remember last time I commentated on 2-6-1 away wins, but 5-1 will do nicely, thanks, as Tom Bruno collects the ball, chips it forward. Is Alarushi going to the left-hand side of the Bracknell box? I think Ware do want another one. Uji does well, he's keeping control, chips the ball up, looks for Kyle Roberts, but in the end it's headed out. And Ware have themselves a throw in. My team sheet makes its way on the breeze. It certainly is a chilly night here, but it's going to be, well, we're going to meet a manager who's all smiles, I think, after this. There's ball on the edge of the area, picked up by Ahmed Abdullah. Abdullah for Tom Bruno. Gareth Madden's got a bit of space on the right-hand side. Ball juggles away from him, still managed to control it. Ahmed Abdullah turns away from Herbert. Puts the ball on this near side for Pat Adamson. Adamson's ball across the box. Oh, travelled a long way before Bayliss managed to get it clear. Herbert turns away from Al-Ujdi. Ball pushed forward towards the substitute Farron on this near side, but Dan Rumans, who, Ian Lewis-Rose have barely put a foot wrong this afternoon, as Ujdi manages to control the ball on this near side. Back for Dan Rumans. Long thump forward. Joshua Williams and Kyle Roberts were there. Tom Bruno will head it forward towards Kyle Roberts on this near side. Roberts tries to return the compliment, but Bracknell sort that out. Bayliss will lob it forward on this near side, looking for Barron, but over ahead of him and over the head of Pat Adamson, and will go out for a throw-in on this near side of the field. Well, what an afternoon it's been. 3 minutes plus time added on, of which there will be a couple, I think. But it's been a great away day, if you're a Ware fan. Bracknell 1, Ware 5. As Al-Ujdi pushes it forward for Joshua Williams. Williams, just Genovese manages to get his body in front of the Ware right winger. And away come Bracknell again. But very much playing out time here as Tom Bruno finds Gareth Madden on the far side. Madden forward for Josh Williams, who just come back from an offside position. Both substitutes, of course, playing their part in that fifth goal for Ware. Kyle Roberts scoring it, and Gareth Madden's long throw providing the opportunity. Rackley will take the ball from inside his own half. Bauman. Feel sorry for him and Herbert this afternoon. It worked very hard, the pair of them, in Bracknell's midfield, but to absolutely no reward. Bracknell have got themselves a free kick as Bracknell fans head for the door-marked exit. They've obviously seen enough, want to get home in the warm. But as far as the Ware fans beyond that goal are concerned, I think they'd probably like another half hour and a few more goals the way this one's going. It really has been a choice away day. Herbert will take the free kick. Or is it going to be Davis, the big central defenders there with him as well, the midway inside the Ware half as we're approaching the last minute of the game. Stabbed forward for Bauman. Bauman shot. Oh, good save by Callum Kitchker. Tipped over the top. Good save for the goalkeeper. I said Bauman got hold of that. And goalkeeper did well. Tip it over the top of the crossbar. Corner taken quickly on that far side. Bauman again finds Dan Carr. Carr all the way along the ground and once again straight at the goalkeeper, who fields it quite comfortably inside his 6-yard box. So Callum Kitchker, who pulled off a couple of decent saves this afternoon, notably probably in the first half from Herbert when Ware had gone 3-0 up. Pulled a really good save out of the bag then as Tom Bruno wins the ball. Josh Williams will have it for Ware going down that right-hand side. The hard work in Herbert at his heels pulls the ball back for Ahmed Abdullah. Abdullah for Gareth Madden finds Tom Bruno. Bruno's ball looking for Josh Williams. That's a lovely ball. Josh Williams crossed the line. Kyle Roberts puts in number 6. Oh my word. 6 up for Ware for the third game in succession. Lovely ball by Tom Bruno. Super cross by Josh Williams. And there was Kyle Roberts for his second of the game. And number 6 for Ware. Ware fans behind the goal. Well, I think perhaps even they can barely believe it. What a day for Paul Hall's team. Bracknell Town 1, Ware 6. Wow, what a peach of a ball that was by Tom Bruno. to Joshua Williams, and when the ball came across, Bracknell were nowhere, and Carl Roberts had the easiest of jobs to put home his second of the game, and that's 2 goals in less than 10 minutes for Kyle. So he's marking his arrival in the Ware first team. Quite a day. Going to look forward to talking to Paul Halsey. Well, we always look forward to talking to Paul Halsey, but particularly look forward to talking to him after this one. 6 last week against Shipstead, 6 this week against Bracknell. Ashford Town, Middlesex, and Tooting and Mitcham to come. As Bauman picks up the ball inside his own half. Forward once again for Bailey. Bailey will find Bauman again. Bauman for Herbert. Herbert chipping it through, but on the edge of the area is Dan Rumans. Bauman picks it up, beaten to it by Abdullah. Hello, Ushti on this near side will wrestle the ball away for Ware. Ushti back for Ahmed Abdullah. Ahmed Abdullah again chips it forward, but Kyle Roberts has strayed into an offside position. About a minute added on at the ends here at Largest Lane. And, well, what a couple of away days it's been on 90 Minutes Live. If you want to hear live goals, then we're the place to be. 6-1 last week it was. But Hartford won at Northwood. Well, their East Hertfordshire neighbours have equalled defeat here against Bracknell. Bracknell 1, Ware 6. On the far side of the field, Tom Bruno goes in, finds Kyle Roberts, he's just come back from an offside position. Otherwise, would have been 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Could have been 7. But Bracknell coming back in the opposite direction. They've got to say, a bit of credit for Bracknell, who've continued to play their football despite the fact of what the scoreline looks like. Their heads haven't gone down and they haven't given in. But they've just been beaten by a better team. It's simple as that, really. It's on the far side. Farron picks the ball up. Farron finds Bauman on that far side. Bauman's got Joshua Williams doing the defending. The ball bounces off of Williams and goes out for a throw-in to the home side. But certainly when you consider that this Bracknell team had only lost here at home to Westfield, and that was 2-1. In fact, they've gone down to 6-1 here. This gives you just an idea what a performance this has been by Ware. As Callum Kitchker will take the goal kick, goal away to our right. Can't believe there's too much time to add on at the end of this one. Come on, you Ware. So someone behind the goal. It's been all Ware from the 5th minute when Liam Hope gave them the lead. Bracknell had plenty of possession in their second half, but have been caught twice on the break. Could be caught again here. Joshua Williams going forward, and in the end he got the last touch on it. And it's going to be a goal kick to Bracknell, and that's going to be the end of the game here. Cheers from the Ware fans behind the goal, and why not? It's finished here at Largest Lane. Bracknell Town 1, Ware 6. 4 goals in the first half, 3 in the opening 23 minutes. Liam Hope, Lewis Rose and Harry Watkins setting Ware on the way. Joshua Williams scoring 1 just before the end of the first half. And then 2 second half strikes when he'd only come on in the 82nd minute by Kyle Roberts has made it a pleasurable away day for the Ware fans. A great away day for the players, the management and everybody. Ware hit 6 for the 3rd game in succession. It's finished here in Berkshire. Bracknell 1, Ware 6.